Coming up shortly on MTV Base, it's The Lick with me, Trevor Nelson. Hot videos from Styles, Jersey 1A featuring DMX, RL, Damage alive in the studio. And if you're into your cars, check out our Lowlife 2002 package. Our classic comes from a deadly collabo. We give away tickets also to Ja Rule and Beanie Man. You've got to stay tuned. Now, a few weeks ago, while some of the crew was still lounging in Napa, meaning me, Dylan and John went down to Bristol to the PlayStation 2 Lowlife 2002. Yes, I said it, the Lowlife 2002 event. That's why we sent them. That's not a description of the locals, of course, but of an event celebrating cars in the UK that like to bounce. Remember seeing Ja Rule's first video, Holla? Do you remember that? Yeah, that sums up what I'm talking about. The ones that go up and down, you know, one wheel tilted, kitted out, alloys, brightly coloured, hip-hop blaring out the trunk. No one understands me? Roll the VT.
What is lowriding? Yes, that's a difficult question. It's everything from a guy can go out and buy a Volvo, straight Volvo, tatty bodywork, and you can stick a hydraulic setup in it. Someone can build a full-on, like some of the cars down here are full-on American-style, absolute blood, sweat and tears cars with thousands of pounds worth of hydraulics and paint. That's all lowriding, but lowriding is not just about owning a car or a lowrider bike. This is a kind of outlook on life, really. It's about taking it slow and not getting anywhere too quick, but getting there in style.
Lowriding started in the States, very early 50s. The Mexicans and the Hispanics wanted to start going to car shows, and one of them struck on the idea of filling the boot full of bags of sand, so the back of the car would drag along the ground. And then somebody thought of going to a military scrapyard, ripping the hydraulics out of a Dakota, and sticking them on the car so they could lift it up so it wasn't scraping when the police came along.
PlayStation supported lowrider events because it shows like it's an alternative to car culture, and we've always been about supporting counterculture, from skateboarding, BMXing, breakdancing. So this comes from the same school.
I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world. Still hitting them corners and them lolos, girl. Still taking my time to perfect the beat, and I still got love for the streets.
I used to listen to Cypress Hill, Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Underground Kings, and the cars are actively used within that musical group of people, and that inspired me to build a car as well.
And of course you're watching the movie, stuff like that. You've got Boys in the Hood, a lot of the Impalas there, lowriders, hip-hop videos.
What inspired me to get into lowriding was I've always had a thing for old cars, and why not old cars that get you noticed? Call me a show-off. I am.
I think I first got into lowriders. I was a bit bored about the bikes, wanted to make something a bit different, and this is where we are now in 2002 with this bike which we made for Cypress Hill and Sony.
One of the main reasons I finally got around to building the car for myself as opposed to other people is I finally got divorced, so now I haven't got a wife to pester me, and I managed to build my car.
It runs on state-of-the-art air suspension system that lifts the thing from 0 degrees on the ground to about 3 inches cruise height.
6-inch cylinders up front with 4-ton hopping coils, and in the rear 14-inch cylinders with 3.5-ton coils.
The paint is 99 Nissan Almera Tropical Green with a bit of gold underneath to give a bit of a different shine.
They're Formula One non-vibration mirrors, they just don't move.
Inside the car there is 52 square metres of orange Draylon and countless mirror tiles.
Chrome arch kits, a fiberglass spoiler kit all the way around.
Front, back, left, right, side to side, pancake up and down, and all the corners, all the moves.
I gotta go cause I got me a drop top, and if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop.
Yeah, anybody that wants to get into lowriding, the best way to do it would be to come along to as many shows as you can, talk to the guys that are there with cars, decide what sort of car you want yourself, and then get stuck into it.
American cars like this are relatively cheap. You can pick them up for under £1,000. You can start off with a small hydraulic system. You could be on the road for £2.5 grand, £3 grand tops.
If you're interested in getting involved in low riding or that low rider scene, absolutely do it. Doesn't matter what you ride, what you drive, it can all be dropped and slammed. It can all run hydraulics, it all can run air.
This car's cost me in the region of £10,000 to build, and in that there's no labour costs because I built the whole car myself. If I was to farm it out, it would have probably stood me in at about 25,000.
Can do it better like this, that and this, and it's like that and like this and like that, and it's like this, and we ain't got no love for those.
So just chill till the next episode.
It was good fun.